If you're one of the people following the custom community online, you might have seen a little bit of the controversy behind this release, being that this Michael Myers figure by Minibigs, based on the character from, Halloween, sold out almost instantly. I was one of the people that missed out on the original release, but because they released this figure again with pre-orders, I was able to get this figure. I'm very excited to check it out today. And in addition to the main figure, I also picked up some other stuff. This bag on the left here is everything that released with the initial wave of the Michael Myers figures. And I ordered these with the pre-order re-release, being a misprint, as well as some different heads of the characters. Before I get into the minifigure parts, here's just a fun little item, being a pig that has Minipigs printed on it instead of Minibigs. So this is just a fun little item. There's some pretty rare Citizen Brick pig prints, so I had to go and pick this one up. And that's it. Let's move on to those minifigure parts. To start off, I threw together a quick Figbarf of some of the new parts, like their Detroit Tigers 1927 torso here. I got it in dark blue, which is closest to their team colors, but it is pretty hard to pick up on the black printing when you're looking at it. It might be a little bit better on camera with the lights beaming down on it, so I'd recommend getting this in a blue instead of the dark blue. But it's nice if you have the Citizen Brick ice cube that they just released. You get a Detroit Tigers baseball hat. So this is the fun little combo right there. Something cool also when they release new parts is they'll do them in different colors. So I got this head in yellow, in reddish brown. It's going to get in flesh too, but that one sold out. Printing on this is pretty nice, having the anarchy sign on the right. Just trying to see what the little tattoo above the eye is. Star, heart, and a flower. Upon closer inspection, it says something baby. This middle head is a cool color. I'll quick get the lights off for a second. And you'll see that it is a glow-in-the-dark head. And this head is also pretty similar to their previous tattoo face sort of head. And it's kind of nice to have a more detailed and modern design compared to the original with just the black dots for the eyes and the smile. But these legs are also useful for other things, like any other turquoise figure if you want to do something that's monochrome, like if you have the Citizen Brick big shot figure like you see here. In theory, you could take the blood off and put it on some other legs and have just the sweatpants, or just do the combo of both. Let's do another Figbarf. And for this one, I have their Radio Shack torso. These are Citizen Brick legs, and the last two of their heads. This torso is really fun, just being a Radio Shack t-shirt basically. Just a line in the back. Nice and simple, but very effective. The logo is spot on, and pairing it with this older style of pants, it's going to be a nice look. You just need to throw on a yellow head or switch out the hands to something else. One being, I'm not sure the property, but a frog anime type character, which will match Citizen Brick's Hello Kitty, also kind of their Kermit the Frog head. I just thought it was a cute, fun design, so I got one. And also their Joker head. I'll throw this on a body quick, and this just gives your Joker, a very interesting look. The makeup is running down a bit. It's pretty sloppy. And this might be a little bit closer to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, but I threw it on a Heath Ledger figure. That's just cool to get some different clown options. Let's move on to the main attraction of this review, which is that Mike Myers figure in this really nice dark blue jumpsuit, featuring a custom molded, I believe, brick arms kitchen knife with some blood splatter on both sides. That's really nice and adds to this figure. You'll see the boot wrap around. See if they're on the inside of the leg. Nope, but having on the back is also a nice treat anyway. Back torso, pretty basic, just continuing on the design from the front. And the hairpiece is a sanded, modified Lego sort of slick back hair. You can see the normal piece here on Hannibal Lecter. The pretty typical widow's peak hair. It comes with an additional head, which is this design here with some blood dripping out of the eye holes of the mask. So it's nice to have this extra option. And it's just great to have this figure. I'll show it off with a bunch of other Halloween movie type characters. But it was a big bummer when I missed this figure originally, and I'm really glad that they helped out the community and released more of these. And honestly, good for them that they were able to sell so many. It's kind of nice too, there's no blood or tatters or anything on this jumpsuit, so you could use it for a plumber or a janitor or something if you really wanted to. It opens up the possibilities for what you can do with it. And they also printed another really cool head accessory that doesn't come with the figure, but you were able to buy separately. And you can see that here. As of right now, you might be saying, hey, that's very similar to the one that came with the figure. And it does have the same printing, but this is where the magic happens. It's a special molded part by Jin, which has a ball joint in this head basically, so you can move it around, tilt it. And this is such a cool part to finally have. You know, they've released these on different custom minifigures, and this is the first time Minibigs has used them. It'd be very cool to have this for more figures, especially for superheroes like Spider-Man or Iron Man for having the head look up for flying poses. But this is great for this character who usually has the head tilt like that. And it just creates a very dynamic display and brings this figure even up a notch. So this is the standard dark blue version. I also got one of the misprints, and for that I ended up getting the purple one that you can see here. And it has the exact same printing, but is on a purple torso and legs, same head, and also comes with the bloody head as well. This gives us an opportunity to compare the two custom hair pieces. And it seems like they're going to be pretty much the same. It is hand sanded, so there's some chance that there will be some variance between figure to figure, but they're looking pretty close, so that's good to see. In addition to the misprint figure, I also bought a couple of extra heads for this figure, like another one of those Jin heads, and again, a glow-in-the-dark version. I thought that would just be fun. On top of that, I got a purple one, so I could have a full monochrome version of this character, so I'll throw that one on quick. Here's just a quick lineup of some different horror and monster type figures. Lots of Citizen Brick here, a little bit of True Red with the creature from the Black Lagoon. I also Figbarfed this Freddy Krueger with the Citizen Brick one and the True Red one. I threw on this mask, which was made by Coco Cum Pro. I bought it from him. You know, it's kind of iffy, but it was cool for the time. But now that I actually have the actual figure, you know, the mask is a little outdated for me. But this is a cool lineup. And, you know, I'll say that I'm not like a super big fan of horror, but it's kind of fun to get these different figures with their very unique designs, and these characters are very iconic for a reason. Just seeing them in plastic, you know, they're instantly recognizable. This is a really great addition to the Jason and Freddy that were done by Citizen Brick. But I'm pretty happy with this little collection here, and I'm so glad to finally have this figure from Minibigs. And of course, not just this, all those other parts I showed off too. I love building up the little collection of different civilian clothing or other useful parts. And that's just why I love custom minifigures. They give you figures like this that you never actually get from Lego, or different parts that you can use to build whatever you want. And if you want to see more custom minifigure reviews, check out all the other videos on my channel. I've been Brick Radiop, and I'll see you in the next video.